Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of June 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for your month, so just take what resonates. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your love and support by liking this video, leaving me a comment or several down below, even if they're just emojis, and subscribing to this channel and joining this Aquarian tribe if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you. But we're going to begin and jump right into it by pulling from the Soul's Journey deck, see how many messages we get to speak upon your money and career for the month. And then we'll further speak upon the month with the Light Series Tarot deck and finish up with some messages from the Small Making Magic deck. So let's do some shuffling. Okay, for my lovely Aquarians for June, for this upcoming month, well, bear with me, almost bent a card. Humor coming out is the first one. Interesting. Laugh it off when you feel things are a bit heavy or feeling like a bit of a struggle. Laugh it off when it comes to a recent ending and a new beginning. Okay, just say, you know, that was ridiculous, but it was meant to happen. A blessing in disguise, if you will, a shift, a detour in one way, shape, or form. Feeling as if you, to an extent, regret delaying something or even beginning a past job, it feels like. Or you could be pushed to focus by spirit or certain memories popping back up when it comes to a past investment, like a living situation or something of the sort that fell flat or just ended with a bit of disappointment. Okay, just understand and remember that you can't change the past. Just learn from it, grow from it. But we also have service. I feel good when I can help others. Okay, I need to as well trust your intuition, as I feel like your business, project, hobby, or job, potentially just one of which, is truly growing your career status, if you will. If you're a business owner, I need to trust your intuition when it comes to how to proceed with it, how to implement certain changes, how to adapt to how you feel inside intuitively, how it's meant to move forward. Okay, I hope that came out right. But I feel as well, in a lot of different ways, you're growing through your work. It's evident to those who view your social media content, or for those who work with you or you assist in one way, shape, or form. But I do feel as if you are recognizing that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. It's just a matter of you trusting those instincts, that intuition in regards to what opportunities are right to stick with, leave behind, and move towards. Okay? But all the meanwhile with the service card, you're pushed to recognize that it feels good for you, for oneself, to help other people. Okay? Whether that's more so with your money, but it feels like for a lot of Aquarians drawn to this monthly read, it's more so in regards to your work, okay? And I feel like for some of you Aquarians, you're utilizing your spirituality, your intuition in one way, shape, or form to help other people. You are feeling as if you're meant to expand your career more so moving forward, to assist oneself, but also to help other people. And I feel as if there is a little bit of humor that you'll be drawn to content-wise to lighten the month up a little bit, as I feel like you could be balancing out multiple career opportunities. You could be running a business and working a side job or a job in general. It could be full-time as well. Or you could find that it's multiple jobs or just one job and a lot of other obligations, feeling quite busy. A busybody is what I'm getting. You could also find that there are some knee-slapping jokes or moments within the work environment, okay? Spirit might even tell you some jokes, but a push to accept what wasn't meant to be just wasn't meant to be. Okay, what didn't work out, rather. To accept certain detours, changes at the flip of a switch, right? I'm getting on a dime, is purposeful, okay? To delay a situation or to stop a situation in its tracks from getting out of control or just leading you to a level of unacceptable behavior or energy, or potentially no chance to grow or it just feels like a limiting situation was put to an end once again. It feels very career oriented, a job, if you will. And therefore need to accept that it is what it is, right? And I do feel like you are moving through a newer opportunity in the month of June, okay? And experiencing a level of success in that sense. Although meanwhile, getting your voice out there and being honest with people, and accepting that you are meant to achieve a lot, okay? Two cards speaking upon accepting, being one with the fact that you can't change the past. We also can't change factors, even other people, within your current career and financial situation, okay? Situation, if I could say it right. But needing to have the courage to just keep moving forward, to dig for the inner strength, as again, I feel like you're accomplishing a lot, to face certain fears about the future, whether it's a lack of stability or just wanting to accomplish a goal so badly or multiple goals, to just understand that you're meant to achieve what you feel so destinedly or so intuitively guided, maybe even spiritually guided to conquer, to achieve, to surpass in a lot of ways. Okay, move with confidence, my friend. Let's line these up on the top, and we're going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Things are not going to feel perfect in the month as you make your way through June, but they're not meant to be. Okay, you're going to find that things just feel a little bit all over the place, but you're balancing out multiple situations, all the work you have to accomplish, with more ease than one would expect. Now, hearing you're manifesting a lot, I feel like there is a little level of frustration, whether it's due to certain coworkers, maybe because you're lacking a quality sleep you need for some, or it could be with a living situation at certain points. However it works for you, just take a deep breath, gather oneself, as changes on the mind and a wish fulfillment is yours for the taking moving forward. Working towards, in a very motivated way, an opportunity that will help you live a warmer life, a sunnier life, a more shining way of being. Okay, you're shining on social media for a lot of you Aquarians once again, and that's helping you thrive, helping you just move forward and grow as your business, project, job, or hobby just grows once again. Feeling overly serious at certain points, hence why the humor comes into play in certain ways, right? You're saying you could have heavy fire in your chart, but I do feel as if you need to recognize that there's a lot you can be doing or implementing or re-implementing to make sure that you feel the need to jump out of bed in the morning, okay? Understand that what didn't work out in the past would have led you to not feeling like jumping out of bed and being motivated to work, okay? They're saying being compensated, all right? Being compensated for your level of hard effort work, for serving people in one way, shape, or form, okay? Going back to that service card. But they're now drawing me to the lizard. I feel like you're regenerating, right? You're getting something off the ground while just taking care of oneself and recuperating, right? Recovering after each day or each week from all that you're putting forth and being pushed to recognize that you need to put your crown back on and realize how much you're worth. Set the tone in a situation, but do it in a delicate manner, okay? We do have the three of, I keep pulling from the bottom of the deck, wow, excuse me. You will struggle to speak at certain points or say the wrong word, I want to say, or the wrong saying, and it's spirit messing with you or speaking through you. Don't let it get the best of you. As they're showing somebody fanning themselves with an Asian fan. There is moments where you'll just be very, they're saying full of yourself or just confident in that way. Potentially a little bit of drama seeping from your pores. And I want to say other people's as well surrounding you. Do cleanse your energy if you're very empathic. You know yourself best. That's also a reminder. With the Four of Wands, you're going to find yourself understanding how much celebration lies on the horizon for oneself, even if you can't really put your finger on how or why throughout the month of June. If you're very intuitive or just psychic to a certain extent, you're going to have a better idea of that, even if things feel like it's just, they haven't been working out recently, or have in certain ways and haven't in others. We haven't even spoken upon these. Interesting. With the Eight of Wands, you're going to find that it's a fast-paced, moving kind of month, right? People around you moving quickly. And it's interesting because we exit Mercury retrograde at the beginning of June, and so that may be the slowest part, where some of you might just feel energetic at the end of it either way, in the ending shadow period. But a lot of communication and being noticed for it, speaking a lot, getting your voice out there. They're saying watch Taurus's reading. You're meant for a lot of success and a lot of achievements throughout the month, and people noticing you on a multitude of levels, from different perspectives. Interesting. Watching from their TV, from their laptop, their mobile device, or just even seeing you in a work environment and being astonished. Wow. In a positive way, admiring you, seeing you just glow and float through, as they show somebody walking through a business of some sort, okay? Gliding through with confidence and just achieving what you need to, and understanding fully, if not being reminded, completion is a must. And your world, my friend, is changing for the better, and need to embrace that, okay? Laugh it off when that world development feels a bit rocky or just heavy once again due to all you have to accomplish, but you will accomplish all of which, period. Just prioritize and recognize that you have the ability to do what is needed, right? If need be, just take a deep breath, take a step back. You know yourself best once again, okay? Something's going to remind you of the past, okay? Whether it's a job, it could be a living situation, area, neighborhood, it could be all of which. A door is going to close in a couple of months, and that is purposeful. I feel as if you're manifesting it, even if you don't realize it, okay? To recognize that you were a manifesting machine at this time, and happened for a while if you were drawn to this reading. Desiring a passionate fresh start and needing to recognize that you don't have to be overly serious between now and then to accomplish it. Just put in the hard work, as we know you will, and just keep it optimistic, keep it positive, and recognize once again, endings and new beginnings are just a simple part of life, or a complex part of life. But your mindset and approach on everything does play into it, okay? I do feel as if there are some passionate, happy moments, and being reminded there's a lot more of that lying ahead for you, okay? They're saying you are a very passionate sign, but try to, at certain parts in the month, when need be, quiet that analytical side, as trying to find the equation for things, or trying to overly complicate in that sense, right? Trying to figure things out in that way is not going to really help you with what's at hand, okay? Or with trying to help the future unravel in a smooth manner. Okay, let's get this done. Key wording, let's just get this done, all right? I need to recognize that your alone time is going to benefit you, even if there isn't a lot of it. You could find that a work opportunity involves you spending time alone, okay? Putting an ending to an immense amount of it for a lot of you Aquariuses, given you are continuing or picking up another job or a new situation, or find that you just have more on your plate that entails being around people or surrounded by people. Either way, when you do have moments alone, do notice you're still being recognized through a passive business, or just to take care of oneself, to enhance that glow or bring it back if need be. But a new start in your finances is bringing you financial income, okay? You're reaching for those pentacles and achieving at doing so all the meanwhile. To be an Aquarius is to shine your light so bright that those who are blinded aren't meant to experience your beauty and glory. Okay, wow. I just feel as if things are aligning for you if you look at the hands in this this Ace of Cups. Almost at the Eight of Cups, talking about walking away from a situation eventually, planning for it, and potentially being pushed to think about just slightly in a positive manner why you were meant to leave a situation to begin with in the past. All right. So it is a month where the past, the present, and the future all come into play in regards to how much you're growing and changing. And the same goes for your career and finances, as the money does flow in quite rapidly, I feel the need to say, for a lot of you Aquarians. But it just feels like there's a level of love in the air in a work environment. People are loving your vibe, your way of working, your personality, your healing touch for some of you. But if you run a business online, or even in a store setting, there's something about you that just leaves you loving, that leaves people in awe to the point where they love what you're producing, developing, creating, or selling in one way, shape, or form. They're saying you have got it going on, okay? And this new beginning that you desire, I feel more so down the line, a couple months, handful, it depends for some of you. Could even be more a year away. It's going to bring you more love for life, right? It's going to help you see things in a different perspective. Did I not say a sunnier way of living, right? You're going to feel as if you just are able to be more of who you're becoming, okay? The growth and expansion will just be there for the taking. And I just feel like you're going to be going through a level of options, choosing, purchasing potentially as the money flows in quite nicely. You do, a lot of you Aquarians are experiencing a lump sum being invested in a new beginning, whether it's a new car, a down payment of some sort. It could be for a new housing situation, whether it's a house, an apartment, a condo, you name it. You're going to find as if you just ponder for a bit, you know, sort through the choices. You could even have traveling involved in this. And then you just instinctually choose to accept them. And then it dwindles down to one somehow, okay? Everything happens the way it's meant to. There's going to be a tempting option that you know is not meant for you. Do not settle or fall back into what feels comfortable based on the past, okay? Or based on other people's views on your situation from an outside perspective. You have a lot going on as well on a different level of messages for this Seven of Cups, okay? You have a lot going on and a lot to accomplish. But again, it's just you having to take moments and be like, okay, I have to get done this first. I have to accomplish this next. And then, you know, you may find that certain days in the month you have to just push that last thing at the bottom of the priority list to the following morning, midday or night, however it ends up working for you, right? But don't force oneself to produce work if you're an entrepreneur when you know you don't have it in you to produce the best quality, right? Quality over quantity, even though I feel like at times quantity is just being manifested, right? The workload, which is good because that's part of why there's a lot of money happening. But you don't need to produce desperately. Does that make sense? Don't produce in a forceful manner. Go with what feels natural to you, okay? Everything's going to get done when it's meant to. But I do feel like, especially towards the end of the month, you're feeling burnt out. Okay, the beginning and the end, so not so much in the middle. However it works for you, you're being pushed to recognize that you're depleted, but you need to go with the flow and recognize that a leap of faith is on the horizon. Even if once again it's felt like a bit of a never-ending battle or struggle, or just the back and forth, or the progressing in the backing up, you know, of that progression, as I couldn't get the exact wording. Reach for that fire, that independence, that strategy to get to where you need to go. And just don't add a heaviness emotionally to what you're trying to manifest. As again, I feel like your intuition, your manifestation skills, even potentially your spirituality is truly being heightened as you make your way through the month of June. I just feel like for a lot of you, the following couple of months are going to be even more advantageous, more successful. All right. Thinking about where you want to travel, what you have yet to achieve. Potentially thinking about fantasizing where you're meant to live or work or both, okay? Realizing there's more out there for you and you're meant to just soar to new heights. 8 of Cups, okay? Was this the one I almost said before? Either way, just a push to recognize that you're meant to do what's right for you, and you could be reflecting, even if you're very busy, or being pushed to think about by spirit, a toxic, feisty situation. They're saying bad energy that you had to leave behind, all right? But also thinking about in the future, that change that you desire, walking towards sun, happiness, brighter days for oneself, all right? You may be recognizing or remembering, needing to remind oneself why a living situation, a job, or even both, it just feels like a location isn't meant to be in your future, even if it worked in the past, or even if it never worked in the past, right? Isn't meant to improve one's life, all right? You're not meant to hold oneself back or allow other people or factors to hold you back from change, okay, from this deep dive as I'm drawn to the bottom of this deck that I used for a daily. Okay, time for a deep dive. Keep it elegant, keep it classy, keep it sophisticated, interesting. Keep it drama-free throughout the month and just make that money. They finish that with honey, and accomplish everything you need to with a level of ease as you make your way towards the bigger, the better, and see your money and career situation improve for you. Okay, getting ready once again to give birth to something new, as you just did recently, I feel the need to say as well. But that was a smaller situation. Let's pull from the Small Making Magic deck for Aquarius. Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. You absolutely do, okay, Aquarius? Don't forget that. And I feel like that's in a multitude of ways throughout this month, especially through your work. And we have power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. Nice. Very nice. Important meetings on the horizon that aren't meant to feel overly uptight, but just successful. Okay. Insight opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Okay. Opens the third eye. I feel like you're being pushed to once again trust that inner voice, that insight, that intuition, and spirits helping your third eye open more to what the future holds for you, how successful you're meant to be with your business or your job, or simply your money. All right. But air, okay? Being reminded that you need to work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. Interesting. It's a bit harsh is what I'm hearing. Let's pull one more. Time to shine. Absolutely. You creating the energetic resonance for golden opportunities left and right. Again, you're manifesting all the meanwhile, shining as you bring light to this world once again, okay? As those are laid out horribly. But you're learning, you're utilizing your true wisdom and even learning more, gaining more, and making good choices for oneself. You may have to prove somebody wrong in the near future. Interesting. But all the meanwhile being pushed to recognize you're achieving a ton this month, and you could be winning an award, accolade, or contract. However it works out for you, you are absolutely achieving a ton and showing people what you're made out of as you ride the waves towards change, developments, and more money and career success for you and only you. Amazing. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month. I know you will. And I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.